just wanna be. I ain't talking J, I ain't talking B.
Welcome to Wealth Building Wednesdays, where we center Black, women, and BIPOC-owned businesses, highlight opportunities and initiatives for underrepresented entrepreneurs, and center socially innovative enterprises, building generational prosperity, fostering real networking, and recycling Black dollars. It's Wealth Building Wednesdays on KBLA Talk 1580.
Yes, indeed. And speaking of wealth building, let's build some wealth with the culture, with the music. More on that later. Man, oh man, Rapsody at the Blue Note. She's there a couple more nights. And all I'll say right now is help her build some generational wealth by going out and do yourself a favor and go see that sister. She is amazing. Right now, though, it is my honor to introduce somebody who brags the best handmade chicken sausage in LA, family owned since 1980. You talk about holding it down with a Black-owned business. She is affectionately known as the Chicken Sausage Lady. Jennifer Sanderson, welcome to Wealth Building Wednesday.
Good morning, Dominique.
Good morning.
How are you?
Well, I'm blessed, but how are you doing?
Amen. I am truly amazing.
You're truly amazing. 1980 is a minute.
Started,
yes, ma'am. Oh, she's going to take over my show, Miles. She's not going to let me stay on my program. Okay, yes, before we get started.
My son's going to strangle me. My son is a fan of your father's, and he asked me to say thank you because he changed his life.
Oh, that's beautiful. My father, for those who are not familiar, is poet, activist, author Amiri Baraka, a.k.a. Leroy Jones, and thank you for that. I miss him every day.
Yes.
May he rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
Amen. So, yes, tell your son hello from all of the Barakas. Even though my name is DePrima, still a Baraka.
I sure will.
All right, so family-owned since 1980 is a minute and a half. So how have you guys been holding it down? Tell me about the origins and the longevity of your business.
Well, it started off in a garage. My godparents started making chicken sausage, and it got really popular. And they also did like deer, alligator, all these different kinds of sausage.
Wow.
And people caught on to that. So it got to the point where it got so popular that they had to move to a location. So once they moved into a actual physical building, they started making this chicken sausage again, and it got bigger and larger and larger and larger. And then my godfather passed away.
Oh, my.
And a lot of things started to fall apart.
Yeah.
So my godsister and I, we started rebuilding and rebuilding and rebuilding, and we were going to open stores everywhere and all around, and that didn't happen. And then my godmother got dementia, and
oh, wow.
Everything shut down. Everything stopped. So my mother passed away, so I said, okay, this is the way I'm going to help my godmother. So I took everything I had, and I opened up a store called the Chicken Sausage Lady.
Wow. Life was lifing, and you just jumped right in with keeping the family business going. That's wild. I mean, condolences on the loss, of so many of your family members and loved ones. And out of that comes entrepreneurship?
Correct.
Okay.
Exactly. And it has not been easy. But I enjoy every moment of it. The customers are the most important thing in any business. If entrepreneurs can understand that, they'll survive. Customers should become your family, and which mine have, and I'm grateful for that. And I make an awesome product, girl. I do.
Yeah.
I make an awesome product.
Well,
nothing but the finest ingredients and the top number one A1 meats.
It's funny because clearly you believe in your product, and you took the family business and not just kept it going, but you embody it, because now you have the nickname, the Chicken Sausage Lady. I mean, that's commitment right there.
Yes. I can tell you that story, too, how I became the Chicken Sausage Lady.
Let's hear it.
I worked for my godparents.
Okay.
Yes, I worked for my godparents, And everywhere I would go to the stores and Costco's here, there, and they would always say, that's the chicken sausage lady. And it's amazing how God does things, and you never know why. And when I opened the business, that's kept stayed in my head. So that's why I'm a chicken sausage lady.
Okay, but the people named you that. That means they remembered the food.
Correct.
That means the food was still
Exactly.
lingering in their minds. I need to find some more of that.
Yes.
So you say top quality ingredients, the love of the customer, and it sounds like the family recipe are all the secrets to your success.
That is correct.
And what makes
You nailed it.
I mean, you said quality ingredients, but what else makes your sausage so tasty?
The love we put in it.
Ah.
And I said that's the extra ingredient. I tell everybody that. That's the extra ingredient. Love.
It's funny because they always, there's a saying you don't want to know how they make the sausage or, but you say high quality ingredients and love.
Yes. No, none of that preservative and additives and all that stuff people use nowadays.
Yeah. So where can we get said chicken sausages?
Actually, you can give me a call at 323-792-4041, and I will give you all the information in which you need.
323-792-4041. Now, are you still doing alligator? I'm asking because they're about to off all the deer on I think on Catalina in order to preserve the ecosystem there, so we could have a lot of venison sausage.
No, not at this time, but it's something to look forward in the future. After building this business back up, I am looking for other, things to add in too.
Right, but right now it's the chicken. It's the chicken sausage.
Correct. That is correct. And I make an awesome garlic mile that is fire.
Ooh, that sounds good. Okay, so we need to call you if we want to get these sausages. Now, is this only for like huge amounts, like I'm a restaurant or a retail store, or is it?
No. I do both. I do the everyday customer who I love dearly. Thank you all my customers who support me. I really appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. No, from the everyday customer to the mom and pop stores to the barbecue places, whoever wants to buy, I am available.
And of course, you are not 7-Eleven. You're not always open. Tuesday through Saturday from 9 to 6, Sunday from 11 to 4. They can call the number 323-792-4041, and we get all the information we need to order it and pick it up.
That is correct.
You don't have a website. This is the classic style. Call you and get it done, or an IG or anything like that.
Exactly. Or you can check me out at the Chicken Sausage Lady on Instagram.
The Chicken Sausage Lady on Instagram. Okay. Well, I'm glad to meet you. And so, anything else you want us to know about your business? I mean, you said the garlic mild. Any other flavors or specialties? Does this the kind of chicken sausage we have for breakfast? Is it the kind we can put in gumbo?
You could look. I tell people you can put it. The gumbo is fabulous, especially for the garlic mild. Using the garlic mild for your gumbo, people will talk. They will ask you where you got them from, and then you could say the chicken sausage lady. I also carry it in the ground where you can patty it out and make breakfast sausage. I have an extra mild, just means it has no red pepper. I have a mild. I have a garlic mild. I have a hot. I have a garlic hot. I have a super hot and a super hot garlic. And some people like that fire.
Yeah.
Yes, and you can cook these in the air fryer, on the grill, on the stove, in the oven, and they still stay juicy.
Okay, sounds like it's well tested.
Very versatile.
Yeah, I mean, and to me, if you've been in business since 1980, and folks, I know we've had your journey with stops and starts, but since 1980, and folks are still looking for you, that's a good sign for the tastiness of your product.
I am grateful.
Yeah, well, it's really nice to meet you.
You as well, and thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you.
Jennifer Sanderson is her name, but y'all know her as the Chicken Sausage Lady. So if they call you at 323-792-4041, they gonna get you even if they say, "May I speak to the Chicken Sausage Lady?"
You better believe it.
All right, sounds tasty. Thank you so much. Anything else you want to share with your KBLA delegation this morning?
just thank you for the opportunity. I'm just grateful for the opportunity. I've struggled a lot to keep this going, but I'm still standing, so I'll be just fine. So come on out, get your chicken sausage. And Super Bowl's coming up, so make sure you guys can give me a call. I got them for you.
Super Bowl brunch sounds kind of yummy. All
Yes,
right,
yes,
Miss
yes.
Sanderson, it is a pleasure to meet you, and I'm so glad to feature you in our Wealth Building Wednesday Spotlight.
Thank you so much, Dominique. My pleasure.
Phone lines are wide open at 800-920-1580, 800-920-1580 from coast to coast and around the globe. We got a lot to talk about. KBLA Talk 1580.
She's reclaiming her time on KBLA Talk 1580. More First Things First with Dominique DePrima when we come forward.
Refresh your bathroom with big savings at Lowe's. Reimagine your bathroom with up to 40% off select faucets during our Bath Savings event. Need it today? Order by 2 p.m. for same-day delivery by 8 p.m. Shop for your bathroom refresh at Lowe's. We help, you save. While supplies last, selection varies by location. Same-day delivery on eligible in-stock items, subject to availability. Fees vary. Visit Lowes.com/same-day delivery for full terms.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
We got to laugh the pain away.
Hey, KBLA delegation, happy Black History Month. Around here, we celebrate our culture, our community, and our contributions daily. But this year, as we observe the 100th anniversary of Black History Month celebrations, we're excited about our annual KBLA Talk 1580 Black History Month Luncheon, honoring comedy greats. On Thursday, February 26th at the Grammy Museum in downtown LA, we're toasting D.L. Hughley, Melanie Camacho, Earthquake, Munell, Dion Cole, and Martin Lawrence with a surprise guest appearance. A limited number of individual tickets for the luncheon remain, so now would be a good time to head to KBLA1580.com to secure one for yourself. That's KBLA1580.com. A little laughter goes a long way, especially in times like these. So come, join us for our annual KBLA Talk 1580 Black History Month Luncheon, Thursday, February 26th at the Grammy Museum. Again, tickets are available right now at KBLA1580.com.
Well, I hang around my boy. He been married for 6 years. Videotaping his wedding day, never watched it. Now and every day he watch it every day, but he watch it in reverse. Because he said he loves seeing himself take that ring back off of that finger. Walking back down that aisle, just waving at her ugly mother down the church. Getting back in the limo, back at the bachelor party. Look how happy I was.
Honoring excellence, resilience, and achievement, we're at KBLA Talk 1580.
The conversation continues right now with Dominique DePrima on First Things First.
The conversation continues right now, and I am so inspired and charged up after seeing Rapsody. You know, Rapsody is a great artist. I mean, she's an amazing lyricist. She's been around, you know, she's worked with some of the greats, right? Signed to Jay-Z's label, worked with Kendrick, she's just a dope female artist who's conscious, but I don't think that I've ever had her in heavy rotation the way I probably should have. And I feel like that's going to change after seeing her live in person. Now, if you missed it, she was on with Tavis yesterday. It was a really nice interview, a conversation, as he would say, not an interview. You can hear any shows of mine you missed, any shows of Tavis's you missed, wherever you get your pods. You can also look on YouTube. We keep all of our shows there. They live on YouTube, but Tavis and Miles and me and Dr. Nee went and saw her at the Blue Note last night. It was fire. Were you surprised at how really great she was live, Miles?
No, I actually wasn't surprised. I was expecting it. She's a dope artist. She's got a great energy to her. She's very well respected, very well renowned. I'm glad I got to see her live at this type of intimate, type of venue that the Blue Note was. So yeah. It was all that.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to say that I was not surprised. I mean, not that I thought she would be whack, but the level of stage presence, and charisma that she has, it's not everybody has that.
Right. Right. I wasn't. because I know she's that type of artist. It was good to see it. How about that?
But you know what? To me, a lot of more intellectual or conscious artists, they're not always good. Some of them just walk back and forth on the stage.
Yeah, okay, sure.
I mean, and I can deal with a certain amount of walking back and forth. Like, I get that. I'm okay. Like, if you're Rakim, walk back and forth. I'm good. Like, I'm going to love it anyway. But she had a live band, an incredible live band, which is how you perform, Miles. And, you know, and that adds a dimension. And they were well rehearsed. And I don't know, it's just something about her presence, her delivery of those songs was very powerful.
Very much so. I think that, like I said, I went in there with so high expectations and she just lived up to them. That may be it. Like like I said, she's her. It was perfect. It was effortless. That's the word I used when I got home. It was so smooth how she got up on that stage and how she controlled and worked the room and blended in the, you know, her charisma with a little bit of vulnerability, with a little storytelling, with a little fun with the crowd. It was great. That was an amazing night of hip hop, yo.
Yeah, it really was. I'm so glad. Thank you, Tavis. I'm so glad that we did go. We don't like going out on work nights because we get up so doggone early. It's got to be worth it. That was definitely worth it. I feel very charged up by that and inspired. So thank you, Rapsody. And there's good news. She's there for the next 2 nights. I had never been to the Blue Note before. It's new. I'd been to the New York Blue Note, the original one, but not the LA one. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Real nice. Really nice venue. And she's there for 2 more nights. They extended it. So, if you can go, I would definitely go. I mean, I'm over here going, can I go again? And I don't do that because, you know, I like to stay inside. I don't like to be outside all the time.
And everybody too who's a real like hip hop enthusiast out there, Rapsody for real is one of the most important hip hop artists of this last generation here. You know what I mean? Like she's been holding it down for the conscious side of things, holding it down for the conscious women in a world full of coochie rap. You know what I mean? Like it's incredible to hear her perform these songs live. Feel that soul presence. So if you are a hip hop enthusiast, go support one of the most important artists you can support right now.
I mean, or if you're a poet, or somebody who likes words, if you know, even if you like live music, because the band is fire she works with them so well. And you're right. I feel like that's the good part. That's, you know, that's the primo thing, which is that that section, that intersection of experience, extreme talent, and showwomanship, right? Not trying too hard, just in the pocket, in your truth. And she's got a song, she said, I haven't heard, I didn't clock it on Jill Scott's new one. For those of you who like Jill Scott, that's another reason to go. I was really inspired by it. And you're right, because we talk about we want consciousness and we want this and we want that, but we don't always support the artists that have the values that we claim we love. We run out to go see Too Short or Cardi B, but we don't necessarily run out. And no shade to either of them. You know, they got their own careers going, but if you want to feed your soul and you say that you want to put things in that uplift you and our community, then we need to be supporting those. But it doesn't feel like, oh, I got to go eat my spinach. It's like actually really a great show. Very much so.
Very much so. And you got to put your dollars behind it because she is an independent artist. She may be backed by Rock Nation for distribution, but she is still an independent artist, meaning that she is not getting these big label checks from streaming. So streaming's not going to pay her bills, you guys. She's really going to eat off of these live shows, buy some merch. I saw people coming in there with their vinyl records to get signed by her last night.
Oh, that's nice.
Really come support the independent artists, y'all. And put your money where your mouth is, please.
And that spot, I had never been to the Blue Note LA, as I said. The shows that they have, I mean, the lineup, I understand it's being curated, that lineup, by Robert Glasper. And you can tell because I could be almost every week there with the lineup that they have of artists. With Glasper being there a lot and Terrace Martin being there a lot, but also some hip hop, as we saw with Rapsody. It was, and it was funny to see what, you know, you, me, and Tavis and Dr. Nicolai Corte. If you can get all four of us, you got you got skills.
It was dope sitting there with you guys too, and just hearing like what part got certain people's attention. So yeah, it was a real dope show. Appreciate stepping out with you guys. Had a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was fun. I hope. And like I said, go do yourself a favor and go see that show if you can. Okay, and speaking of music and jazz and fun, great things, I'm going to be downtown LA today, and I hope you can join me. It's going to be a free music. It's going to be the announcement of an announcement from the LA Jazz Festival, which you may not know anything about, but that's okay because you will. You will, trust and believe. I'm on the board of the foundation for this LA Jazz Festival. But what we're talking about now is something massive that you are going to want to be part of. And it's also a celebration today. Elected officials will be there, including the mayor. It's at Grand Park on the Herb Wesson Steps next to Los Angeles City Hall. Musical artists will be there, entertainment, and LA leaders. And we're going to find out. I consider this a win for jazz music. Thank you, Black History Month. But it's just, there's also you can find out about jobs that are going to be involved and how you could get your business involved in this. It's an opportunity. This is going to be the largest Black-owned jazz festival ever, and you can find out more about it because it's more than that. It's a whole 2-week social innovation campaign, event that's going to hit all 15 city council districts. So, come. There's going to be special surprise guests. I know you do not want to miss this. And of course, I will be there. If you care about that, I'll be holding the mic, holding it down. And that's going to be today at 1 p.m. Free, Grand Park. I will see you there. Sneak out at your lunch hour. Come see about us. And yeah, let's do this. It is a day of celebration when we need a little something in the celebratory vein. So, yeah, I do believe as Attorney Jaye Person Lynn and I were discussing that the tiny bit of back down that we're seeing from the Trump administration is the result of the murder of Alex Pretty because of the pressure from these gun rights groups, including the NRA, but also the people out in the streets protesting. The so-called border czar, Tom, I took a bribe, Homan, says that they're taking 700 immigration agents out of Minnesota. He said that today. And this is, just 2 weeks after the killing of 2 U.S. citizens there, one here in Los Angeles. He says that his goal is a complete drawdown to end the surge as soon as he can. He's saying the immigration efforts are going to continue and that agents will not just target criminals. So basically admitting that Trump lied on the campaign trail. Says any person, not just a criminal, any person is a potential target, but they are going to draw down in cooperation with county jails, and that they're going to enforce smarter, not less law enforcement is what he's saying. Smarter, not less. So probably more surveillance, more invasive kinds of intrusions on your social media and other areas of your life, but less visible enforcement. And please believe this is just a new tactic, but it's also an affirmation that when we fight, we win, and it does make a difference. We've got news, traffic, and sports, and we're taking your phone calls, 800-920-1580. I'm Dominique DeFrima, and this is KBLA Talk 1580.
Out loud. KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Tammy Eswick with BIN News Now. The brothers of Renee Good on Capitol Hill calling for change after her shooting by federal immigration enforcement. This as Homeland Security tries to get fully funded by the government.
In the last few weeks, our family took some consolation, thinking that perhaps Nay's death would bring about change in our country, and it has not.
And just FYI, right now, DHS is operating out of a 2-week stopgap bill as Democrats try and push for more guardrails. Well, President Donald Trump says it's time for the country to move on from the Epstein Files. He made the comments while speaking to reporters in the Oval Office this week. Finally, the 150th annual Westminster Dog Show announced its Best of Show Tuesday, a 4-year-old Doberman Pinscher named Penny. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Escape the confines of the city for the expansive beauty of the Santa Ynez Valley with a short 2-hour drive up the coast. Let Chumash Casino Resort be your destination getaway. Welcome to freedom. Go to chumashcasino.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is the KBLA Sports Minute with Ray Richardson.
There could be a weird atmosphere tonight at the Intuit Dome in Inglewood. The Clippers traded James Harden to the Cleveland Cavaliers Tuesday afternoon. The Cavs are in town to play the Clippers tonight. If Harden passes the mandatory physical, he could be in a Cleveland uniform to face his former team. Darius Garland, the player the Clippers got from Cleveland, is not expected to play tonight. He's been out since January 19th with an ankle injury. Kawhi Leonard was added as a reserve for the NBA All-Star Game. Leonard is averaging 27.6 points and leads the league in steals and free throw percentage. The All-Star Game is February 15th at the Intuit Dome. The Lakers finished their 8-game road trip Tuesday night with a 5-3 record. They beat Brooklyn 125-109. LeBron had 25 points, 7 assists, and 3 steals. Austin Reeves, playing his first game since Christmas, had 15 points in 21 minutes off the bench. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson on KBLA Talk 1580.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Are you drowning in IRS tax debt? Angela was. She called Civic Tax Relief and saved over $80,000. Felicia was having health problems, got behind on her taxes, interest and penalties were adding up. She called Civic Tax Relief and saved over $15,000. Civic Tax Relief is a professional tax negotiation firm that can protect you from the IRS. If you're getting collection letters, call Civic Tax Relief for a free consultation. They will go to work helping you discover all the relief programs you may qualify for free. James owed the IRS $37,000. Civic Tax Relief represented him against the IRS, and by the time everything was completed, he did not owe the IRS anything. If you are in trouble with the IRS, call Civic Tax Relief for your free consultation now. 800-200-2257. 800-200-2257. Get a free consultation and real tax relief. Call 800-200-2257. 800-200-2257.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with the world. African Focus Incorporated is a community-based organization whose mission is to bring Africans and African Americans together, lead charitable initiatives on the motherland, and educate people from all walks of life on the beauty, legacy, and opportunity of Africa's 54 nations. And it's that time once again when African Focus is teaming up with KBLA Talk 1580 for our 8th annual African Focus Trailblazers Tour. Travel with us in 2026 when we're headed to the Southern African nations of Zambia and Botswana for a historical, cultural, and vacation tour led by me, Dominique DePrima, Cultural Ambassador for African Focus Incorporated. Enjoy luxurious accommodations, conscious fellow travelers, shopping, adventures, cultural tours, wildlife safaris, and a giant waterfall, one of the world's 7 wonders, along with a chance to be of service at an orphanage on the continent. Become an AFI trailblazer by exploring the motherland with a nonprofit organization that has members in Africa and America to help roll out the red carpet for you, and together we'll make a difference and have fun doing it. For more information, visit africanfocus.org or call 310-676-7300. That's 310-676-7300 or africanfocus.org. Whether it's stateside or exploring the diaspora, we're with you every step of the way. African Focus and KBLA Talk 1580. Come go with us.
Broadcasting live from Leimert Park, USA. Welcome back to your home for unapologetically progressive radio, KBLA Talk 1580.
Yes, indeed, and thank you for waking up with us around here. Look who's on my phone, Amin, calling me from Los Angeles. Good morning, Amin.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, Dominique. You know, I kind of want to give you a little pushback on your usage of the word dope for describing something that's, I guess, positive.
Push away, my friend.
Yes, okay. Imam Muhammad, Elijah Muhammad's son, he told us words make people. Words make people. His daddy, years before, used to say, every time you look at a black man, you're looking at God. Now, we know that's wrong.
Really? I don't know that's wrong.
Yeah.
If we're made in God's image, if we are made in His image, then, I mean, anyway, don't get me started.
On the street, you hear little youngsters sometimes come by. Hey, King. They call me, either OG or they call me King. I know they can call you little youngsters, walk by you and say, hey, Queen.
Uh-huh.
It's words make people, and a lot of our youngsters now are very conscious and, they respectful.
You don't say the N-word ever. I mean, you don't say the N-word, huh?
You asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you. You don't say the N-word ever. I'm sorry.
Do I?
Yeah, do you ever say it?
I try not to.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I say it.
I don't want to.
I'm one of those
because it came.
Yeah.
It came from the slave master.
I know where it came, but and they're not allowed to say it. But we flipped the script, and to me, I understand what you're saying. I don't believe in bad words. I believe in bad intentions. So it's the intent, it's the spirit behind the word. I get what you're saying, but also, this queen right here is is a hip hop, generation child, and we say dope. That's what we say is dope, is fresh. So when does Michael Jackson need to stop saying? Well, he's passed away, but if he was with us, that he's bad.
Oh yeah, but we know the meaning of bad. But we
know the meaning of dope too. I mean, I'm not on dope, but I am dope. It's the intention behind the word, not the word itself.
Well, yeah, but sometimes they stick. I used to have a lot of trouble calling our sisters in our neighborhood the hood rat.
Oh well, yeah, but that's not a compliment though.
No.
Miles, is hood rat a compliment?
No,
that's not a compliment.
No, not at all.
So that's different. If you called a sister dope, she wouldn't be mad. If you call her a hood rat, she might probably be. Even if she, anyway, identified as a hood rat.
Okay.
It's the intention behind the word, in my opinion, and we may have to agree to disagree because I'm not going to promise you that I'm not going to say dope anymore. I mean, because I would be lying. Huh?
Yeah, but when young people hear it, they hear you say it, then they're going to say it. Well, this is dope.
I really don't think so. I think I don't think the young people are not getting their vocab from the aunties and unks. They're not. They're making up their own stuff. That's what I never. If I say it, my kid will say it's cringy and say something else, or he'll go all the way back and get something we don't say no more. That's funky fresh, Mama. Just to be funny.
Yeah. Well, you know, a lot of times these expressions come from the media, and sometimes the media is run by the who folks sometimes who don't really like us, and they want to demean us, and they want to perpetuate a lot of negativities because that's how they think. You know, we're animals or not really.
Yeah, but hip hop slang doesn't come from the government, and dope is hip hop slang. Hip hop slang doesn't come from the government.
I think it did. Huh? I don't know. I think some of the hip hop stuff, that gangster stuff, it was that's the government.
No, the record labels. I mean, you're not going to.
Who people are talking about?
Yeah, the record labels definitely perpetuate and push hedonistic and violent rhetoric in rap. But you came at me about slang words, and I'm talking about the word dope and the slang words. Those come from the streets. They don't come from the so-called man. They don't come from the government. Now, will the governments or the corporations subvert it? Will they turn it against us? Yes, but it doesn't come from them.
No, I think no. Sometimes I think they originated it.
I'm going to push back on that. I mean, because, I was an very early adopter of hip hop, starting at, tween age, like little kid, like barely teenager age. And I saw it come up from the streets. I saw us create that. They didn't make it. They co-opt it. They use it. They weaponize it against us, but they didn't make it. We made that.
Yeah, right. Okay, right. And they amplified it and made it big.
They amplify certain aspects of it and profit from it, for sure.
They had a record out years ago called "Banging on Wax." Got on.
And now they're banging on Instagram. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Talk over me, Dominique.
We're going back and forth. I mean, don't be don't be sensitive. This is my kitchen table. You can talk over me too.
But I'm trying to get a point over that. I'm not really a professional like you.
But you're getting a lot of points. You're doing a good job, Amin. You're getting play tennis with me, back forth across the net. It's good. This is radio. This is conversation. This is good stuff, Amin.
Sure it is. But I tell you what I got to do though. I'm sorry. I got to go ride that mule. And I got to get the phone.
All right. Well, thank you for calling and making us think about the words that come out of our mouths. That's always a good thing. Yeah. Miles, you're conscious in your artistry as a rap artist. Are there certain words you don't say?
Not in the way like Amin said it, like trying to kick the word that we flip from a negative to a positive. And I was looking up as you were talking, Dominique. We say killing it.
Yep.
As in doing great. We talk about, smashing. You said bad meaning good. Sick. Oh, that's sick. That's some sick crossover he got right there. Oh, that's wicked. Crazy, cold.
Hitting it, smashing it.
Yeah, smashing it. Gas, fire.
Well, those aren't necessarily bad. I mean.
Dirty, funky.
Yeah. Right.
So, I'm just saying, it's kind of the American black foundationally black American way of doing the English language.
That
y'all
Friedman thing. Do you say dope? I don't know if I've ever heard you say dope.
Yeah, I say dope.
You say dope. Okay.
Actually, it was dope last night.
It was fire.
Sick. Yeah. I was killing it on that stage.
Yeah. Yeah, she did. She killed it.
Murdered it.
Mm-hmm.
Second degree murder. Yeah.
Stomped it out. Left no doubt. Indeed.
The bomb.
Uh-huh. Well, I mean, I've had so many conversations about this over the years. I mean, it's the famous convo with me on the Tupac, To Live and Die in LA. It wasn't just about the words. It was about the intention. Because I say I slept with your wife and not in those words. Because he's lighting fires with his words. And it's not the choice of vocabulary, it's the intention of hit 'em up, right? And that's what I was calling out. And I've been pushed back on the way Amin is pushing back on me so many times that I've really had to think deeply about this. And what I realize is I don't believe in bad words. I believe in bad intentions.
We come from the hip hop poetic ilk as well. So I mean, it's also artistic at the same point in time too. We are artistic with our words and our speech as well. So don't limit the speech and the the skill set that comes with speaking like this.
If it's one of my best friends, especially one of my gay male friends, and they say, the B word to me, right? That's not a problem. If the clerk, at the 7-Eleven who's not black says that, it's a whole different thing. You called me what? Right? That's context and intention. It's not the letters B or I or T or C or H. It's who said it, how they said it, why they said it, where they said it, and from what cultural perspective they're saying it.
Especially if Amin saying that he'll still say the N-word every now and then. You can tolerate the word in different contexts. Then yeah, you got to at least be able to understand, accept somebody else saying it their way. You can have your problem with it, but you do got to understand their way of going about it as well. But definitely have your problem with it.
And when I see Amin in person, I just won't say dope because I don't want to offend him.
Right.
But I'm sorry. I know what I'm saying. That was funky fresh. Amin called me at 800-920-1580, and I invite you to do the same. I'm Dominique DePrima. That's Miles Lowe, KBLA Talk 1580.
More of First Things First with Dominique DePrima when we come forward.
When the Eaton fire tore through our community, the loss was immediate, but the impact didn't end when the flames went out.
Between today and the fires, we moved 16 times.
I haven't been able to sleep, and I don't know when.
Ashes and Echoes presents an immersive oral history exhibit created to preserve the voices of residents, business owners, and community members who lived through the fire.
I heard evacuate. I said, okay, it's time for me to go.
I think about it every day. Every little thing reminds me about the fire.
These stories are preserved for generations, not as headlines, but as lived truth.
I'm going to miss a community that kind of saw people for who they are.
I'm so grateful to my mother for raising us there because she wanted to raise us in that type of environment.
Join us January 31st through February 3rd at the Pasadena Convention Center. Admission is free and open to the public. Come listen, come remember, come heal. Visit ashesandechoes.org for more info.
LA Fire Justice is proud to sponsor Conversation Live, Altadena Rising with James Farr on KBLA Talk 1580.
February 4th is Transit Equity Day. To mark the occasion, Metro is offering free rides all day on the 4th. Providing safe, accessible, and affordable transportation is a commitment Metro makes year-round. Learn more at thesource.metro.net. USC Visions and Voices invites you to the LA premiere of Major, an exciting new dance theater performance exploring the legacy of Majorette dance. Directed by award-winning choreographer Ogemdi Ude, Major combines music and movement to explore what it means to be proudly Black and proudly femme. Join us on Wednesday, February 4th at USC's Bovard Auditorium. Reserve your free ticket now at visionsandvoices.usc.edu. That's visionsandvoices.usc.edu.
We've got a lot to talk about.
Hi, I'm Zoe Williams, a.k.a. the voice of reason, encouraging you to join me weekdays from 7 to 9 p.m. for the world's most intriguing relationship radio roundtable. Every night, I facilitate and encourage our loyal listeners to participate in the most engaging relationship discussions you'll hear anywhere. So make it a point to rendezvous with me, Zoe Williams, the voice of reason, Monday through Friday, 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Trust me, your relationships will never be the same. The VOR is on fire tonight.
Unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got your black. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Worried about eviction? You have rights, and Stay Housed LA can help. Stay Housed LA is a partnership between LA County, the City of Los Angeles, and local service providers. From Lancaster to Long Beach, we're here to help you with tenant education workshops, legal clinics, free legal services for eligible tenants, and online resources about tenant protection laws. Don't face eviction alone. Call our hotline at 1-888-694-0040. That's 1-888-694-0040. Or visit stayhousedla.org. Stay Housed LA, keeping Los Angeles residents in their homes. Stay Housed LA, your rights, your home, our community. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
This is KBLA Talk 1580, where hate meets a scholarly match.
Yes, so the president is saying it's time for us to move on from the Epstein Files. Nothing to see here. Certainly, we've heard the same from the Department of Justice. This is over. You can all go back to your homes. We're not talking about this anymore. And yet, we are. And yet, you don't get to say when we move on from this. That's up to the public. They had claimed that there were 3 million documents. They have not released all of those documents. They are trying to control the narrative, but that's not how it works. The people get to decide when they feel like this is over, and the people are not saying it is over. So I know, really what they're doing is trying to run out the clock, but even with all of the redactions, even with all of the sort of all of the painting of this as a Democratic issue, pulling in the Clintons, who have now agreed to testify, which I think is, really problematic, but they're going to. They don't want to go to jail, and I get it. On the campaign trail, this time and last time, Trump and his supporters were chanting, "Lock her up, lock her up." This would give them an excuse to do so the Clintons will testify. But this doesn't make the Epstein Files go away, nor does it make us say, oh, well, it was all Bill Clinton, even though clearly that's what they were trying to do. And why does Hillary have to go? Clearly they are trying to rub this off on the Clintons at the same time they're making it go away. But social media is having a field day. I mean, there's millions of pages of really damning documents that touch everywhere from hip-hop to philanthropy to the so-called royal family to the American politicians on the left and the right. It's a whole problem. And one of the things I read yesterday is that part of the reason the Clintons decided to acquiesce and go ahead and testify is that Democrats and Republicans have said repeatedly, we don't care who is prosecuted, whether they're Democrats or Republicans, everyone has to be held accountable. The problem is this Department of Justice is clearly not doing that. This president has said repeatedly that this is a Democrat hoax and it's really Clinton and Larry Summers that are the only people in there. Well, even with the redactions, there's really problematic stuff in there about the president. But somehow they think they can say, one, it's over, nothing to see here except for what we're telling you to see, which is, which is only Democrats. And that's just not how it works. And that's not what it is. And it seems like the American people are not going to fall for that this time. I think it's just a little too blatant. But I could be wrong. What I do know is here in Los Angeles, where I'm broadcasting from, there are calls for the chairman of the LA 28 Olympics Committee to step down. His name is Casey Wasserman. He's the chair of that. They want him to resign because of emails found in the Epstein Files where he's chatting it up. Some racy, as they call them, racy emails, means sexually inappropriate, with Ghislaine Maxwell, who is convicted and in Club Fed, where she's been moved by the Trump administration to the cushiest possible prison. Wonder why that could be. LA County Supervisor Janice Hahn, who is working in partnership with that committee, says no, we can't have this guy representing us in front of the whole world. It takes away from, she said, it distracts from our focus on athletes and the enormous effort needed to prepare for 2028. 3 city council members, Hugo Soto Martinez, Monica Rodriguez, and Imelda Padilla, have all said he must resign. That's interesting because Hugo is one of the most progressive city council members here in Los Angeles, and Rodriguez is one of the more conservatives. So I would call that a bipartisan call for this guy to step down. And of course, State Senator Lena Gonzalez, and we expect to hear from more and more people on this. So far, Wasserman himself not answering any questions or responding to inquiries so far. But he is in charge of this, and LA 28 is who has to get the money and the logistics together. They're in Italy right now planning for the Winter Olympics. But this is really important stuff. If you're an Angelino, in 1984, Los Angeles was a huge success with the Olympic Games. That's why we have the LA 84 Foundation, which still continues to pay for youth sports all over LA County with money generated by the 84 Olympics. In other words, those Olympics, unlike any other Olympics in history, were money makers because of the LA 84 committee. Now it's LA 28. The LA 84 committee did such a good job with sponsorships, the way we used our venues, that the city made money. That money was put into an endowment, and that endowment is making money and donating millions of dollars every single year to youth sports in Los Angeles. The LA 84 Foundation almost single-handedly saved football, high school football in LA with donations at a critical time. They've renovated all kinds of swimming pools and different sports facilities, velodrome in Carson. They have supported after-school programs. This is all from the 84 Olympics. You look at some other Olympics, and the cities end up broke. They end up building venues that they never use, that the people, taxpayers paid for, that just sit there. They can be disasters. We need this to go smoothly. We are in budget deficit in LA, and I am an Olympic supporter, unlike some progressives who think it just causes people to, criminalize the homeless. We don't want that to happen. But the celebration of international unity, brotherhood, sisterhood, incredible sports achievement, and fun, I'm here for that. We need that, and hopefully we won't ruin it with our immigration policies. The point is, the Wasserman guy has got to step down, but he's there for a reason. So who are you going to put in his place that can pull that money and that logistics stuff together so that we can have another win like we had in 1984? We cannot afford a loss like so many Olympic hosting cities have had. We don't have it in the budget. We don't even have the $100 million that the LAPD is asking for to police those games, to do their JO. Amazing. But, no. Epstein Files not going away. It doesn't matter what the president says, and the fact that they're dragging it out by dragging in the Clintons and trying to make it a Democrat Party issue is going to backfire on them. It's going to backfire on them. He talked yelled at a reporter again yesterday. She asked about the Epstein Files, and he says, "I've never seen you smile, and it's time that we get on to something else." Yeah, Mr. Trump, that ain't how it works. Release the Epstein Files. Okay, we're going deep, deep, deep into Black history next hour with Zaza Ali. That's all going down when we come forward on KBLA Talk 1580.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Tammy Eswick with BIN News Now. The brothers of Renee Good on Capitol Hill calling for change after her shooting by federal immigration enforcement. This as Homeland Security tries to get fully funded by the government.
In the last few weeks, our family took some consolation, thinking that perhaps Nay's death would bring about change in our country, and it has not.
And just FYI, right now, DHS is operating out of a 2-week stopgap bill as Democrats try and push for more guardrails. Well, President Donald Trump says it's time for the country to move on from the Epstein Files. He made the comments while speaking to reporters in the Oval Office this week. Finally, the 150th annual Westminster Dog Show announced its Best of Show Tuesday, a 4-year-old Doberman Pinscher named Penny. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Escape the confines of the city for the expansive beauty of the Santa Ynez Valley with a short 2-hour drive up the coast. Let Chumash Casino Resort be your destination getaway. Welcome to freedom. Go to chumashcasino.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is the KBLA Sports Minute with Ray Richardson.
There could be a weird atmosphere tonight at the Intuit Dome in Inglewood. The Clippers traded James Harden to the Cleveland Cavaliers Tuesday afternoon.